Do you feel like you don't speak enough Cantonese? That you need to know more words? Then stick around. With these lessons, you'll pick up some of the most common words in just a few minutes. Now, this video is a small portion of our learning program. To get the full lessons, translations, and Fluency Fast study tools, click the link in the description and sign up for your free lifetime account. Learning to carry a conversation is vital to mastery of any language. Even beginners can quickly learn conversational language well enough to carry on real conversations with native speakers. Of course, beginners won't be able to carry a conversation the same way they could in their native language. But just knowing a few tips, like which questions to ask to keep a conversation going, are all you need to speak and interact with real native speakers. Before we get to specific suggestions, let's first take a closer look at how having real conversations in your target language is so vital to your mastery of the language. Communicating with other people is the very point of language, and conversation comes easily in our native tongue. For beginners, or anyone learning a new language, conversations aren't easy at all, and even simple greetings can be intimidating and awkward. Nothing kills a conversation faster than long periods of awkward silence, so you need practice and specific strategies to avoid them. When you know what to say to keep a conversation going, communication becomes much easier, and you make a better impression on your listener. Nothing will help you learn to speak a language faster and truly master the language than having real conversations with native speakers. Conversations quickly expose you to slang, cultural expressions, and vocabulary that force you to absorb and assimilate information faster than any educational setting. And that's a great thing. But how can you possibly have real conversations with real people if you're just starting out? Here are 3 proven methods that even beginners can quickly use to learn conversational language to make a great impression and avoid awkward silences. First, ask questions to keep a conversation going. For beginners and even more advanced speakers, the key is to ask questions to keep a conversation going. Of course, they can't be just random questions, or else you may confuse the listener. But by memorizing a few key questions and the appropriate time to use them, you can easily carry a conversation with minimal vocabulary or experience. And remember, the more conversations you have, the quicker you will learn and master the language. Second, learn core vocabulary terms as quickly as possible. You don't need to memorize thousands of words to learn conversational language. In fact, with just a couple hundred words, you could have a very basic conversation. And by learning maybe 1,000 to 2,000 words, you could carry a conversation with a native speaker about current events, order in restaurants, and even get directions. To help you get started with this, check out our 2,000 common words, also known as our core list. These 2,000 words are all you need to learn to speak fluently and carry a conversation with a native speaker. Third, study video or audio lessons that you can play and replay again and again. If you want to know how to carry on a conversation, then you need exposure to native speakers, and the more, the better. Studying video or audio lessons is ideal because they provide contextualized learning in your native language, and you can play them again and again until you achieve mastery. Our instructors have created more than 2,500 video and audio lessons that you can play over and over. And the best part is, they don't just teach you vocabulary and grammar. They are designed to help you learn to speak and teach you practical everyday topics like shopping, ordering, and more. Although it may seem intimidating for a beginner, the truth is that it's very easy to learn conversational language. Just learn a few core vocabulary terms and which questions to ask to keep a conversation going. Our language learning program has the world's largest online collection of video and audio lessons by real instructors, plus tons of advanced tools to help you learn to speak and carry on a conversation quickly. Just a little practice and exposure to real conversations or lessons is all it really takes. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Hi everyone, I'm Olivia. Today we're in Thailand and on the ocean, but we're going to talk about 10 phrases you always want to hear. Let's see what they are. First one is 你今日好精神. You look great today. 今日 is today. 精神 is kind of like lively, but in general great, like good. So 你今日好精神. If you see someone that has a glow in their face, you can tell them 你今日睇到好精神喎. 你今日好精神. 我帶咗啲特別嘢俾你. I bought you something special. It's always nice to receive gifts and special gifts, I guess, for everyone. 我帶咗啲特別嘢俾你. I brought you something special. Maybe for your anniversary. Well, no, not anniversary. It's the best if it's not an anniversary or birthday or anything. Just a surprise gift, not surprise. It's even normal gift. I brought you something special. It's a very nice gesture that you can do for anyone. 你講得啱. You were right. 你講得啱. You were right. Literally, you spoke correctly. So, 你講得啱. You were right. Whatever you said was right. That's usually what a guy has to say to stop arguing with the girlfriend. Sadly. 你贏啦. You win. 贏 is win. So, you win. That is always something you want to hear. You won the lottery. 你贏咗六合彩. 六合彩 is lottery in Hong Kong. It's the name of the lottery in Hong Kong. 你贏咗六合彩頭獎啊! What are you going to buy if you won the lottery? Tell us in the comment section, please. 休息下，我今日會清潔. Take a break. I'll do the cleaning today. That's very nice. If the roommate or your spouse or your family do that, that's awesome. Can you clean my place for me? 你係一個非常出色嘅廚師. You're an excellent cook. 你係一個非常出色嘅廚師. Or you can just say 你煮嘅嘢好好食啊. What you cook is delicious. 廚師 is cook. 今個月底會有獎金. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. 今個月底 is the end of this month. 獎金 is bonus, so who doesn't want a bonus, right? 你做得好好啊. You did a great job. 你做得好好啊. Always give compliment on whatever people do for you. Doesn't cost anything to say a compliment, right? Always show gratitude. 我掛住你. I miss you. 我好掛住你. I miss you very much. Literally, it is by 掛 is the verb to hang, so it's kind of like I hang you up. Maybe you hang someone in your heart. You can think of it that way. So I miss you. 預算係無限. The budget is unlimited. 預算 is budget and unlimited is 無限. Spend all you want, but do it correctly, do it rightly. So that's it for today. Today we talked about 10 phrases you always want to hear. Can you think of any phrases that people always want to hear? Leave us a comment, subscribe, check out CantoneseClass101.com, and I'll see you next time in other Cantonese videos. Bye, I'm Olivia.
Hi! Welcome to Introduction to Cantonese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Junho. In this series, you learn everything you need to know to get started learning Cantonese.
That's right, and we're here to help guide you through your journey. In this lesson, you'll learn the reasons why you should learn Cantonese and how to get started.
Let's begin with the most obvious question. Why learn Cantonese?
There are countless reasons, but perhaps the biggest one of all is that it could actually change your life. Learning a new language unlocks new pathways that used to be off limits to you. There are certain things that you simply cannot do without having the technical or cultural skills that come from learning a new language.
Like working or living in another country.
Knowing Cantonese provides you with greater job opportunities. You have the freedom to move to Hong Kong or Macau. You'll be able to earn a living, or even better yet, build a career from it, instead of just being stuck in one place. Language allows you to visit or live in places that you may never have even considered going. Knowing another language simply gives you more options to choose from.
And learning a new language also helps you to be more open-minded and see the world from a new perspective.
Language and culture go hand in hand. The world is a big place. By broadening your understanding of other cultures, it allows you to be more empathetic and understanding of the many different ways that people live their lives. With language, you're able to see and experience more, which helps you grow as a person.
Learning a new language also improves your memory.
Several studies have consistently shown that those who study another language have improved memory as opposed to those who didn't learn another language. Learning another language also keeps your brain healthy by significantly delaying the onset of Alzheimer's and dementia. The difference can be as much as 4 to 5 more years of quality life.
And those are just some of the reasons you should learn another language. The list just goes on and on.
Now you know the benefits of studying another language, but why should you learn Cantonese in particular?
Have you ever heard of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Chow Yun-fat? Well, they all came from Hong Kong.
Cantonese pop culture is huge. Many of the movies, dramas, and songs that are loved by people from all over the world were created in Hong Kong. Not everything gets translated either. So unless you know Cantonese, you're missing out on a lot of the amazing things that Cantonese pop culture has to offer.
And what about the fact that Hong Kong is one of the world's leading international financial centers?
Hong Kong is one of the world's most significant financial centers. It has the highest financial development index score, and it was ranked as the world's most competitive economy, as well as the freest market economy in the world. It also ranks within the top 10 in GDP per capita. Knowing Cantonese opens up many business opportunities. And knowledge of the language, of Cantonese culture, work ethic, and business etiquette can go a very long way in the world of business. Oftentimes, it could even make or break an important business deal. Knowing Cantonese, then, will put you ahead of the pack.
Hong Kong has also been in the top spot of the world's most visited city for 6 consecutive years.
Cantonese, the main dialect used in Hong Kong, is spoken by over 60 million people around the world. So if you're planning on making a few friends in Hong Kong, being able to speak at least some Cantonese will go a long way.
So clearly, there are many reasons why you should learn Cantonese.
Okay then, we've talked about why you should start learning a language and why you should start learning Cantonese, but how should they get started, Jinho?
Well, it's as simple as learning your first word in Cantonese and building up from there.
The good news, though, is that you already know some Cantonese.
Dim sum, feng shui, kung fu, lychee, oolong, wonton.
These are words that have made their way into English, but the reverse is also true. Many English words have made their way into Cantonese as the result of British rule between 1841 and 1997.
Such as 巴士, 沙律, 三文魚, 士多.
This means that you already know some words that exist in Cantonese.
Let's teach you something that you might not know, but which is very useful. 唔該. It means thank you in Cantonese.
That's a useful phrase. Can you explain what these characters are, though?
Sure, that's actually the Chinese writing system, and it's not as hard as it looks. Cantonese doesn't use alphabetical letters in its writing system like English does. Instead, we use a set of characters called Hanzi. You can think of each character as a syllable. 唔該.
You'll learn the Cantonese writing system eventually, but for now, let's put up some romanization to help you get started.
And the romanization system we use is called Yuping. It allows you to read Cantonese before you become familiar with Chinese characters. 唔該.
Now you try.
唔該.
Your turn again.
唔該.
Well done. Now you know how to say thank you in Cantonese. We've covered a lot of things already, so why don't we wrap up the first lesson and recap on what we've learned? In this lesson, you learned that studying another language has many benefits, such as providing new job and business opportunities. Hong Kong has a colorful history with many things for you to see and learn. And thank you in Cantonese is
唔該.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Cantonese pronunciation. Pronunciation refers to the manner in which a word is spoken. So don't focus on reading what's on screen. Instead, focus on listening and repeating. Let's start by pointing out that Cantonese doesn't use an alphabetical writing system like English does. Instead, it uses characters that are comprised of parts that depict physical objects or abstract ideas. Literacy in Cantonese requires the memorization of thousands of components and characters. This can be quite daunting for new learners, but don't worry, you don't have to know the writing system right away. We can start learning Cantonese with the romanization system built for learners. This is called
粵拼. 粵拼 is the transcription of Cantonese using Roman letters. It makes learning Cantonese much easier, particularly for English speakers. As you begin to learn more characters and improve in Cantonese, you eventually rely less and less on romanization. But for now, it's a good place to start.
That's right. There are 22 consonant sounds and 7 vowel sounds in Cantonese. You can form every single word in Cantonese using these sounds.
We've made an Ultimate Cantonese Pronunciation Guide video series for you guys. This series explains the consonant and vowel sounds in detail. We will link to this at the end of this Introduction to Pronunciation lesson.
But before you do that, we'll tell you just how easy Cantonese can be. Now for a quick history lesson. Do you know how long Hong Kong has been a British colony?
That's a trick question. Hong Kong's territory was actually acquired from 3 separate treaties, first in 1842, then 1860, and lastly in 1898. So most people would say 99 years. This is the time frame during which the UK had control of what is now the Hong Kong region.
Although the sovereignty of Hong Kong was returned to the People's Republic of China by the United Kingdom in 1997, English remains one of the official languages of Hong Kong. They're mostly terms for items that were imported or cultures that started in the Western societies. Jinho, can you name a few for us?
Of course. Let's see if you can guess what they are before we give you the English translation. 巴士、沙律、士多、車厘子、爵士、sofa.
Now here are the answers. Tell us how many you guessed right.
巴士 bus, 沙律 salad, 士多 store, 車厘子 cherry, 爵士 jazz, sofa sofa.
It's a nice surprise to find out that for some terms, Cantonese-speaking people can communicate together with English-speaking people, even without knowing the other language.
Exactly. So if you are an English speaker, you already know something like 10% of the Cantonese language.
Okay, now in this section, we're going to talk about what most learners find the most difficult, the Cantonese tones.
Unless you already know another tonal language like Vietnamese or Thai, the Cantonese tones can seem totally bizarre to you. In Cantonese, pitch accent is super important.
That's right. A word's meaning could be different depending on the tone that's pronounced. You definitely don't want to mix up mother and horse, for instance.
Yes, that would be a funny mistake. In Cantonese, mother is ma and horse is ma. Imagine someone introducing his mother to you by saying, "This is my horse."
So you can see how incredibly important it is to learn all the tones in Cantonese.
But don't worry, there are only 6 tones.
Can you demonstrate all of them for our learners?
Of course, C, 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 C.
Can you distinguish the different tones? Jinho, can you please say them again and a bit slower this time?
C, 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 C.
Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned about the Cantonese romanization system, and we learned that Cantonese words can sound very similar to their English equivalent due to the Western influence while under British rule. Lastly, we learned a bit about the 6 Cantonese tones. In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Cantonese grammar. Word order refers to the order in which words are structured to form a sentence. Consider the English sentence, I eat an apple. But first, let's remove the article an here for simplicity. We're left with just, I eat apple. The basic word order for English is subject, verb, object, or SVO for short. If we break down the English sentence, I eat apple, we can see that the subject I is presented first. This is followed by the verb eat, and then finally the object apple is positioned last. This is the basic word order for sentences in English.
Now, let's compare the same sentence, I eat an apple, in Cantonese. 我食蘋果. Like before, let's remove the particles to keep it simple. So we are just left with the words. If we break down the Cantonese sentence, we get the subject, 我, meaning I, then comes the verb, 食, meaning eat, and finally, we have the object, 蘋果, meaning apple. The word order for Cantonese is SVO, the same as English, easy.
Right, and this is the basic word order for sentences in Cantonese.
Okay, let's move on to the next section.
To form basic sentences in Cantonese, keep that SVO word order in mind.
Right. For example, 我睇戲.
I watch movie.
Let's break down the sentence. We start with the subject, 我, meaning I. Then comes the verb, 睇, meaning watch. And finally, we have the object, 戲, meaning movie.
Subject, verb, object. Easy. Jinho, can you give us one more example?
Sure, let's introduce a new subject, 你, meaning you. 你食蘋果.
You eat apple. Okay, I recognize the words from the previous sentence. So we simply change the subject that begins the sentence without changing any other parts. Is that right?
Yep. Unlike the Romance languages, there is no verb conjugation or gender in the Cantonese language. Yet, the word order is similar to English. So in fact, Cantonese is not that difficult. We start with the subject, 你, meaning you, then the verb, 食, meaning eat, and finally, the object, 蘋果, apple. That's how we form basic sentences in Cantonese.
That's really simple. What about negative sentences?
Forming negative sentences in Cantonese is even easier. Let's find out how.
Forming negative sentences in Cantonese is easy. In most cases, we just need to add the character for no or negation in front of the verb. Jinho, can you give us some examples?
Of course. Let's use the sentence, I eat apple. 我食蘋果. For example, to make it negative, just add in front of the verb 食, eat. 我唔食蘋果.
I don't eat apple. Now let's make the sentence, I watch movie, negative.
Okay, to recap, I watch movie in Cantonese is 我睇戲. 睇 is the verb's watch. So the negative version of this sentence would be 我唔睇戲.
I don't watch movie.
Yep. So what do you think? Pretty easy, right?
Let's talk now about how to form questions in Cantonese. We're going to start with an incredibly important and useful phrase. You're going to need this to ask what something is. So put the pronoun or name of the item first, and then add
係乜?
For example, if you want to ask, what is this? You'd say,
呢個係乜? In which 呢個 means this thing.
and for what is that? It's
嗰個係乜? In which 嗰個 means that thing.
if someone was talking about, say, eggets.
雞蛋仔. Yum.
If you don't know what that is, then you can ask, what are eggets?
雞蛋仔係乜?
So we start with the name of the item.
雞蛋仔 is a kind of Hong Kong street snack.
Then we add,
係乜?
to form the question, what are eggets?
Very straightforward. Now, you try to form a question. Leave it in the comment section for us to read.
Yes, please. Okay, now let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Cantonese sentences are formed using a subject, verb, object, or SVO word order. To form negative sentences, we put the negation character in front of the verb. And lastly, you can create basic what is something questions in Cantonese by saying the pronoun or name of an item first, followed by
係乜?
有一個男人喺會議上講解佢公司嘅銷售業績。佢講解時用緊邊兩個圖表呢？
請睇下報告入面，左邊嘅圖表係我哋公司過去3年嘅銷售額同埋本年度嘅銷售預測，而右邊嘅圖表就係直至今年10月嘅每月銷售額數據。喺左邊嘅圖表，我哋睇到過去3年嘅銷售額一直穩步上升。如果保持呢個趨勢，本年度嘅總銷售額將會超越上年。我哋再睇下右邊嘅圖表，就睇到4月同8月嘅推廣活動好成功。
我明白，但係推廣活動之後，5月同9月嘅銷售跌咗喎。
係嘅，但係呢種反彈係無可避免嘅。我預計只要銷量繼續升，今年嘅銷量就會高過上年。
佢講解時用緊邊兩個圖表呢？有一個男人喺會議上講解佢公司嘅銷售業績。
佢講解時用緊邊兩個圖表呢？
請睇下報告入面，左邊嘅圖表係我哋公司過去3年嘅銷售額同埋本年度嘅銷售預測，而右邊嘅圖表就係直至今年10月嘅每月銷售額數據。喺左邊嘅圖表，我哋睇到過去3年嘅銷售額一直穩步上升。如果保持呢個趨勢，本年度嘅總銷售額將會超越上年。我哋再睇下右邊嘅圖表，就睇到4月同8月嘅推廣活動好成功。
我明白，但係推廣活動之後，5月同9月嘅銷售跌咗喎。
係嘅，但係呢種反彈係無可避免嘅。我預計只要銷量繼續升，今年嘅銷量就會高過上年。
有一個男人參加一個體育俱樂部，佢喺度問緊會員制度嘅資料。佢會揀邊一種會籍呢？等我先介紹一下我哋俱樂部唔同嘅會籍選擇。呢本小冊子都有介紹。普通會員可以喺任何日子、任何時間享用健身室同游泳池，而清晨時段會員就只可以喺朝早享用呢度嘅設施。晚間時段會員就適合淨係夜晚嚟嘅人。
清晨時段即係幾點至幾點？
清晨時段會員可以由朝早6點至10點期間享用設施，而晚間時段會員就係由夜晚6點至11點。
我明白啦，咁清晨時段會員就可以返工之前嚟一嚟。
冇錯，揀清晨時段嘅好多都係朝9晚5一族。另外，如果你淨係想用健身室或者游泳池其中一樣嘅話，亦都可以揀相關嘅會籍。
我健身室同游泳池都想用，我諗平日返工之前朝早用健身室，然後週末嘅時候用游泳池。你哋有冇一種會籍係平日清晨時段，而週末就全日都用得㗎？
唔好意思啊，先生，我哋冇呢種會籍喎。
OK，我諗週末我咁早起唔到身，咁我揀呢種會籍啦。
佢會揀邊一種會籍呢？有一個男人參加一個體育俱樂部，佢喺度問緊會員制度嘅資料。佢會揀邊一種會籍呢？等我先介紹一下我哋俱樂部唔同嘅會籍選擇。呢本小冊子都有介紹。普通會員可以喺任何日子、任何時間享用健身室同游泳池，而清晨時段會員就只可以喺朝早享用呢度嘅設施。晚間時段會員就適合淨係夜晚嚟嘅人。
清晨時段即係幾點至幾點？
清晨時段會員可以由朝早6點至10點期間享用設施，而晚間時段會員就係由夜晚6點至11點。
我明白啦，咁清晨時段會員就可以返工之前嚟一嚟。
冇錯，揀清晨時段嘅好多都係朝9晚5一族。另外，如果你淨係想用健身室或者游泳池其中一樣嘅話，亦都可以揀相關嘅會籍。
我健身室同游泳池都想用，我諗平日返工之前朝早用健身室，然後週末嘅時候用游泳池。你哋有冇一種會籍係平日清晨時段，而週末就全日都用得㗎？
唔好意思啊，先生，我哋冇呢種會籍喎。
OK，我諗週末我咁早起唔到身，咁我揀呢種會籍啦。
一個女人喺度同個外判印刷公司嘅男人傾偈，佢哋談論緊關於新產品嘅小冊子。設計初稿嘅截止日期係幾時呢？我哋決定10月15號推出呢個新產品，想由你公司負責製作小冊子。
多謝你，我哋好榮幸可以接到呢個 job。你哋幾時要貨？
考慮到印刷需時，我哋希望最遲9月尾攞去印。你哋8月中俾唔俾到初稿我哋睇？
我哋打算俾3個初稿你哋揀，睇下邊個同你哋嘅概念最近，然後先開始設計原稿。 所以希望你可以俾多2個星期我哋設計初稿。
咁啊，好啦，1個月應該夠搞掂個原稿設計，咁就交俾你哋啦。
我哋一定會全力以赴，好多謝你俾呢個機會我哋。
設計初稿嘅截止日期係幾時呢？一個女人喺度同個外判印刷公司嘅男人傾偈，佢哋談論緊關於新產品嘅小冊子。設計初稿嘅截止日期係幾時呢？我哋決定10月15號推出呢個新產品，想由你公司負責製作小冊子。
多謝你，我哋好榮幸可以接到呢個 job。你哋幾時要貨？
考慮到印刷需時，我哋希望最遲9月尾攞去印。你哋8月中俾唔俾到初稿我哋睇？
我哋打算俾3個初稿你哋揀，睇下邊個同你哋嘅概念最近，然後先開始設計原稿。所以希望你可以俾多2個星期我哋設計初稿。
咁啊，好啦，1個月應該夠搞掂個原稿設計，咁就交俾你哋啦。
我哋一定會全力以赴，好多謝你俾呢個機會我哋。
一個女人喺度用電話訂緊舞台劇嘅飛，佢訂咗邊2個位呢？
你好，呢度係黑收視劇院，有咩可以幫到你？
我想訂2張今晚李爾王5點半場嘅飛，仲有冇位啊？
仲有幾個，但係全部單丁位。你唔介意分開坐嘅話，可以幫你預留2個位。
好啊，唔介意。
有冇乜嘢特別座位要求？
有冇走廊位啊？
有，中間部分偏左有1個走廊位，佢右邊隔3個位有另一個空位。
好啊，唔該，幫我訂嗰個走廊位。
冇問題。咁另外嗰位呢？
中間部分有冇啊？
中間部分剩返頭3行有位。
我費事俾啲演員噴口水，都係唔好。
個劇場唔係好大，就算坐邊邊都睇得到。
真係？咁就訂埋你頭先講偏左嗰個位啦。佢訂咗邊2個位呢？一個女人喺度用電話訂緊舞台劇嘅飛，佢訂咗邊2個位呢？
你好，呢度係黑收視劇院，有咩可以幫到你？
我想訂2張今晚李爾王5點半場嘅飛，仲有冇位啊？
仲有幾個，但係全部單丁位。你唔介意分開坐嘅話，可以幫你預留2個位。
好啊，唔介意。
有冇乜嘢特別座位要求？
有冇走廊位啊？
有，中間部分偏左有1個走廊位，佢右邊隔3個位有另一個空位。
好啊，唔該，幫我訂嗰個走廊位。
冇問題。咁另外嗰位呢？
中間部分有冇啊？
中間部分剩返頭3行有位。
我費事俾啲演員噴口水，都係唔好。
個劇場唔係好大，就算坐邊邊都睇得到。
真係？咁就訂埋你頭先講偏左嗰個位啦。一男一女喺度為第2日喺公司嘅 present 做準備功夫。呢段對話結束之後，個女人會檢查啲乜嘢？
我諗我哋都準備得七七八八，得返呢幾樣。聽日準時9點開會，你可唔可以今日再 check 下個會議室
？check 咗啦，冇問題。
你有冇試過個投影機？
我諗住聽朝帶埋部手提電腦時先試。
唔得，今日要試咗先。萬一聽朝有乜問題就唔夠時間整，所以你記住今日一定要試咗部機先，呢樣最重要。OK？
知道。
仲有啲報告影印咗未？
田中先生整緊。
仲有乜呢？啊，你 check 咗個白板未啊
？check 咗。
有時啲筆冇墨，你有冇 check 埋啲筆？
未啊，我一陣會 check 噶啦。
好啦，記住今日之內搞掂。
呢段對話結束之後，個女人會檢查啲乜嘢？ 一男一女喺度為第二日喺公司嘅 present 做準備功夫。呢段對話結束之後，個女人會檢查啲乜嘢？
我諗我哋都準備得七七八八，得返呢幾樣。聽日準時9點開會，你可唔可以今日再 check 下個會議室？
check 咗啦，冇問題。
你有冇試過個投影機？
我諗住聽朝帶埋部手提電腦時先試。
唔得，今日要試咗先。萬一聽朝有乜問題就唔夠時間整，所以你記住今日一定要試咗部機先，呢樣最重要。OK？
知道。
仲有啲報告影印咗未？
田中先生整緊。
仲有乜呢？啊，你 check 咗個白板未啊？
check 咗。
有時啲筆冇墨，你有冇 check 埋啲筆？
未啊，我一陣會 check 㗎啦。
好啦，記住今日之內搞掂。
Hi guys, welcome to Top Cantonese Words, Cantonese Top Words, Top Cantonese Words. Today we're going to talk about the 10 hardest words to pronounce, and obviously I can't pronounce anything now. 10 hardest words to pronounce in Cantonese. Alright, let's start. Tang, it means orange, but some people might find it difficult because the end has a little ng, so it's a bit of nasal sound. Tang, tang. 我食橙, I eat an orange. Nan is not nan. It means difficult and it's difficult to pronounce. So it starts with n and ends with another n. Nan, and it's in a low tone, so nan. Practice and you can get there. 廣東話唔難. Cantonese is not difficult. 背脊 is the back. 背脊好痛. My back is in pain. 背脊長 is long 長頭髮長 and it ends with another ng, so 長想 so 想 is to want, to think. 想 it ends with another ng. 想我 ngo 我 sometimes we get lazy and we just say我 like o sound instead of ngo我or o. Can you tell the difference? I'm starting to sound like a goose. 我係 Olivia. I'm Olivia. 身體 is the body. Sun is like sun in the sky. 身體健康 to have good health, like good body, healthy body. 藥 is medicine. That's something you need when your 身體 is not healthy. 藥病咗就要食藥. When you're sick, you have to take medicine. 集團 corporate. 集 don't pronounce it like 集. 香港好多大集團. There are a lot of large corporates in Hong Kong. 苦 is bitter. Maybe it's the second tone that's hard to pronounce. Like 苦. It's kind of like when you ask, is the parking lot full? So that's it for today. Today we talked about the 10 hardest words to pronounce in Cantonese. Please subscribe and I'll see you next time in other Cantonese videos. You can check the word list on CantoneseClass101.com and practice the pronunciation and speak it out loud. That really helps. I'll see you next time. I'm Olivia. Bye!
一對夫婦喺度睇緊啲圖則，佢哋會去睇邊間房呢？呢間點啊？有個幾好嘅大客廳。
我鍾意大客廳，但係我想有車位。
咁啊，呢個呢？
係喎，呢個幾好喎，不如去睇下呢間啦。
等等，個衣櫃好似細咗啲喎。
係喎，好似冇一個合乎完美。咦？呢個呢？
佢有齊我哋要嘅嘢，係咪？而且個衣櫃都幾大喎，我哋就去睇呢間啦。
好啊。
佢哋會去睇邊間房呢？一對夫婦喺度睇緊啲圖則， 佢哋會去睇邊間房呢？呢間點啊？有個幾好嘅大客廳。
我鍾意大客廳，但係我想有車位。
咁啊，呢個呢？
係喎，呢個幾好喎，不如去睇下呢間啦。
等等，個衣櫃好似細咗啲喎。
係喎，好似冇一個合乎完美。咦？呢個呢？
佢有齊我哋要嘅嘢，係咪？而且個衣櫃都幾大喎，我哋就去睇呢間啦。
好啊。
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Cantonese writing. Don't worry if you're not comfortable with the Chinese writing system yet. You can always rely on the romanization system. This lesson just gives you an overview of how the language is in its written form. One very interesting point about Cantonese is that it used to be defined as just a spoken language.
As it's one of the major Chinese dialects, it uses the same written standard Chinese as all other dialects. That's why some people look at some of our lessons and say, hey, it's the same as Mandarin. Yes, we use the same writing, but the pronunciation, use of terms, and sometimes the constructions are different in a very significant way.
As a colloquial language, Cantonese is non-standard and full of slang. There are also new Chinese characters that are unique to Cantonese.
Both the standard and slang field written texts are widely used in Hong Kong. Newspapers, officials, and documents use the standard form, while tabloids and forums use the colloquial form. Movie subtitles mostly use the standard form, but depending on the genre, sometimes you'll find subtitles in colloquial form.
So very often you'll hear actors, hosts, or anchors say things that aren't exactly what's shown in the subtitles. That's just the difference between colloquial and written forms in Cantonese. If you say everything the same way it's written in the standard Chinese, it would sound very strange, as if you're reading from a poem, so keep that in mind.
For example, we say 喺 meaning at, such as at school, 喺學校. But the same thing in writing is 在. So, at school in writing becomes 在學校.
For your reference, we have a section dedicated to this topic on the website, including a reference sheet of the common substitutes for words in written and colloquial writings. Just look for written versus spoken Cantonese under Cantonese Resource.
You can also check out our advanced video series, Video Culture Class, Hong Kong Holidays. In that series, we have subtitles in written form, while the host is speaking in colloquial form, just like what you see on TV shows and movies.
Chinese characters are not as difficult as they first appear. Once you're ready to learn, practice writing them again and again.
Yes, we all learn it that way. After knowing a certain number of Chinese characters, you'll become familiar with the building blocks that makes the characters. By putting them in different combinations, you get the characters you need.
We've prepared practice sheets for 100 of the most commonly used characters on the Learn Chinese Characters section, including basic info such as meaning, pronunciation, radical, stroke count, and a stroke order demonstration. So make sure to check it out.
You can learn character by character, or choose the ones that already look familiar to you. Moreover, in most of our audio lessons, we provide Hongji close-up PDF files. These show the Chinese characters introduced in the lesson, along with the practice sheets.
This is an excellent way to learn new words, as well as to practice writing Chinese characters.
So remember to make use of all the resources provided on the site, and you'll be able to master Cantonese in no time.
Speaking of Cantonese resources, we've recently added a section for learners who want to learn Chinese characters the way native speakers do.
That's right. When we were young, we learned Chinese characters by radicals. These are the building blocks of the Chinese characters. There are 214 Chinese radicals in total.
Each radical reflects some common semantic or phonetic characteristic. For example, most characters that have the grass radical are related to plants and herbs.
For instance, 花 flower, 草 grass, 茶 tea, and 梅 berry.
Or the characters that have the rain radical are related to rain or other weather conditions and phenomena.
Yes, 雨 rain, 雲 cloud, 雪 snow, and 雷 thunder.
By learning the radicals, you can easily associate a character with its meaning, or group them with relevant terms. This can help you memorize Chinese characters faster and more efficiently.
We also use radicals as the index for dictionaries. While English dictionaries are arranged in alphabetical order, Chinese dictionaries are arranged in radicals, starting from the least stroke count. For example, to search for the word fa, flower, first you find the grass radical in under the 3 strokes index. Then you count the extra strokes excluding the radical. In this case, there are 4 strokes, so under the grass plus 4 strokes section, you will be able to find the character fa, flower. From that, you can find a detailed explanation about the character and its meanings. You also find vocabulary starting with this character, or in some dictionaries, its translation in other languages.
Right! So definitely check out the free Cantonese resource on CantoneseClass101.com for more details. In this lesson, we covered the very basics of Cantonese writing. You learned about the writing systems used in Hong Kong, the Chinese characters, and the radicals. Don't forget to check out the Cantonese resource page for the free resources that we talked about in this lesson. In this lesson, we'll focus on teaching you the most useful Cantonese words and phrases for absolute beginners.
Make sure you're repeating the words out loud after me.
Are you ready? Let's get started. The best phrase to learn when studying a new language is one that expresses gratitude and appreciation. If you had to learn only a single phrase, this would be it.
We taught you this phrase in the first lesson of this series. Do you remember what it was? 唔該. It means thank you. 唔該.
Keep repeating after Jinho until you get it.
唔該.
Your turn.
唔該.
The first character is in a very low tone, 4th tone. It sounds a bit like when someone is thinking about a plan and they say, Notice that there is no vowel in this syllable, so you have to really stress the sound. And then the second character is in a high flat tone, 1st tone.
該. 該.
Altogether, it's...
唔該.
Okay, one last time.
唔該.
Remember that this thank you is used when someone helps you or provides a service. For example, when someone holds the door for you or when the cashier gives you some change. But when you receive a gift, we use another term for saying thank you.
Right, that would be 多謝. It's the thank you we use to thank someone for a gift.
Jinho, can you repeat that, please?
多謝.
Your turn.
多謝.
The first character is in high flat tone, 1st tone. It means many.
多.
And the second character is a low flat tone, 6th tone. It means thanks.
謝.
Altogether, it's...
多謝.
Okay, one last time.
多謝.
The next phrase we'll teach you is perhaps the second most useful phrase of all. It's to apologize or to excuse yourself.
You're going to love it because it's the same as the first thank you we learned. 唔該. Surprise! It also means excuse me.
You can use this phrase when you want to grab a waiter's attention or when you're hustling through the busy streets of Hong Kong.
It's a very useful word, so make sure you memorize it. 唔該.
Your turn.
唔該.
Imagine you're on the street and you want to stop someone to ask them for directions. What do you say?
唔該.
Okay, one last time.
唔該.
Now you can say the 2 thank yous and excuse me in Cantonese. Let's move on. Asking where something is an incredibly important and useful phrase to learn. You're going to need this when asking where the bathroom, metro station, or hotel is. To ask where something is, put the name of the place or location first, and then add...
喺邊?
For example, if you want to ask, where is the toilet?
廁所喺邊? Let's break down the sentence. First, it's the object 廁所, meaning toilet. Then comes the verb 喺, meaning is. And finally, we have the question word 邊, meaning where.
For the metro station, it'll be...
地鐵站喺邊?
You can ask where something is by simply adding...
喺邊?
Okay, now let's teach you some vocabulary so that you can use it in the sentence. Here are some of the most common words you'll need.
廁所.
Bathroom,
廁所. 廁所喺邊?
Next,
地鐵站
metro station.
地鐵 means metro or subway, and 站 means station.
If you ask someone this question, they'll direct you to the closest metro station. If you'd like to ask where a specific train station is, for example, Hong Kong Station,
香港站香港站喺邊？
and that's where you can take the Airport Express. And the next word is
酒店
hotel.
酒店酒店喺邊？
For a specific hotel, just place the name before hotel.
酒店四季酒店 Four Seasons Hotel 四季酒店喺邊？ Where is the Four Seasons Hotel?
You can substitute almost anything and simply add
喺邊？
to ask where something is in Cantonese. In this final lesson, you learned how to say thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry, and to ask where something is in Cantonese. And in this series, we introduced you to the basics of Cantonese pronunciation, grammar, writing, and more. Let's conclude with some parting advice from Junho and listen to some of his tips on how to learn Cantonese from a native Cantonese perspective.
The best way to learn Cantonese, particularly if you want to improve your communication skills, is to watch and study contemporary Cantonese videos. That's because we often use expressions in daily conversation that aren't necessarily introduced in grammar textbooks. Watching contemporary videos, such as our videos here at CantoneseClass101.com, will ensure that you're learning real, applicable Cantonese in the fastest and most effective way. Also, being familiar with the Yuping system is super helpful, especially before you can recognize the Chinese characters. Make use of our Yuping chart, where you can listen to audio of each Cantonese sound. It's one of our learners' favorite tools. You can find it under Cantonese resources in the Cantonese alphabet section.
You've reached the end of this course, Introduction to Cantonese, but it's only the beginning of your journey to Cantonese fluency. Where do you go from here? Try our Absolute Beginner Cantonese for Every Day series, where we teach you beginner vocab and even more useful phrases. Or check out any of our other video series. We have many different categories for you to choose from. Good luck as you continue learning Cantonese, and we'll see you in another video. Bye!
Bye bye.
Hi guys, welcome back to Cantonese Top Words. Today we're going to talk about 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. My name is, I'm how old, whatever. Let's start. 我個名係 My name is 我個名係 Olivia. My name is Olivia. 我個名係 Superman. My name is Superman. Or you can say 我係 that means I am. So 我係 Olivia. I am Olivia. Or I'm called 我叫 Olivia. I'm called Olivia. Please practice and introduce yourself in the comment section. 我嚟自 I come from 我嚟自香港 I come from Hong Kong 我嚟自加拿大 I come from Canada 我嚟自火星 I come from Mars 我住喺 I live in 我住喺 it's literally I live in 我住喺銅鑼灣 I live in Causeway Bay that's a district in Hong Kong 我住喺柏林 I live in Berlin 我住喺巴西 I live in Brazil or you can just put a place 我住喺山窿 I live in a cave I'm a caveman 我學咗廣東話1年 I have been learning Cantonese for 1 year 我學咗廣東話1年 I have been learning Cantonese 1 year or some people who are really fluent and you ask how long have you been studying Cantonese maybe they'll say 我學咗廣東話10年 10 years 10年我喺 CantoneseClass101.com 學廣東話 I learned Cantonese at CantoneseClass101.com Where else? Or you're watching our YouTube videos then you can tell people 我喺 YouTube 學廣東話I learned Cantonese at YouTube 我26歲 I'm 26 years old I'm 12 years old 我12歲 Some kid might come up to tell you 我3歲 I'm 3 years old. Yeah, usually people do this. 我係一個教師 I'm a teacher. Now you tell people your occupation or what you do for a living. 我係一個教師 I'm a teacher. 教師 is teacher. 我係一個消防員 I'm a firefighter. 我係一個醫生 I'm a doctor. What are you? What do you do? Tell us. 我其中一個嗜好係跳舞。One of my hobbies is to dance. 我其中一個嗜好係跳舞。I don't know. 我鍾意聽音樂。I enjoy listening to music. 音樂 is music. What's your favorite type of music? You start with 我鍾意 is like I like. I can say 我鍾意去旅行。I enjoy traveling. 去旅行 is traveling. And you can say 我鍾意學廣東話。I enjoy learning Cantonese. With me, Olivia. 好高興認識你。Nice to meet you. 好高興認識你 is a bit formal. 好高興 means very happy. 認識你 is to meet you, to make you an acquaintance. If it's a more casual situation, you can say 好開心識到你。好開心 very happy. 識到你 to know you. So I'm very happy to have known you. 好開心識到你。So that's it for today. Those are the 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. Please check out the word list from CantoneseClass101.com and introduce yourself with Cantonese and write it in the comments. Subscribe so you can see more of our videos. I'll see you next time. I'm Olivia. 我係 Olivia. 下次見. See you next time. Bye.
In this lesson, you're going to learn how to introduce yourself in Cantonese. There are a few different ways to say it, depending on how many people you're talking to. Let's first see how Cantonese speakers introduce themselves to a single person. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你。Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你。Start by saying 你好，我係 then say your name. 你好，我係 Olivia. Finally, say 好高興認識你。你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你。Good job! Now let's see the same sentence when talking to more than one person. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋。Hi, I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you all. 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋。So, what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a closer look at these together. 你好，我係 Olivia has not been changed. 你好，我係 stands in both cases for Hi, I am. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from 你 to 你哋. What has changed is the word for you. In Cantonese, the word for you is different if it is singular or plural. 你 is singular, and 你哋 is plural. One more time. To introduce yourself to one person in Cantonese is 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你. To introduce yourself to more than one person is 你好，我係 Olivia. 好高興認識你哋. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. Always introduce yourself to the higher-ranking persons before those of lower rank. In most cases, the person of the highest ranking will be the most elder person. If you use the correct sentence with Cantonese speakers, they're definitely going to be impressed. Hi everyone, welcome to Cantonese Top Words. Today we're going to talk about 20 travel phrases you should know. Are you traveling to Hong Kong anytime soon? Or Macau? Let us know in the comment section. So here we go. 我可唔可以要張地圖? Could I get a map? 我可唔可以要張地圖? Could I get a map? So you can always find a travel information center near most attractions and get a map, or just download it online. 你識講英文嗎? Do you speak English? 你識講英文嗎? Do you speak English? 你識講 is like you know how to speak. 英文 is English.
Ma is the question particle, so you can substitute any other languages in this question. For example, 你識講法文嗎? Do you speak French? 法文 is French. 你識講日文嗎? Do you speak Japanese? 你識講國語嗎? Do you speak Mandarin? 呢度有冇巴士由機場去市區? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? 呢度有冇巴士由機場去市區? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? 巴士 is bus. It sounds very similar. It's actually a loan word. So 巴士 bus. 機場 is airport. 市區 is city. It's like city center or downtown. So there are a lot of airport bus that brings you to different parts of the city. It's very convenient. Wi-Fi 係咪免費? Is the Wi-Fi free? Wi-Fi 係咪免費? Is the Wi-Fi free? 免費 is free. So most places have free Wi-Fi, like cafes or restaurants. They would provide free Wi-Fi all around Hong Kong. 今晚有冇房? Do you have any vacancies tonight? 今晚有冇房? Is there any vacancy tonight? This is a question you ask at the hotel or hostel. So 今晚 is tonight. It could be 今晚 or 今晚 is the same. 有冇 is like, is there any? 房 is room. So is there any room available for tonight? Or do you have any vacancies for tonight? 我可唔可以轉房? Could I move to a different room? 我可唔可以轉房? Could I move to a different room? 我可唔可以 can I? 轉房 轉 is like to change, to turn. 房 is room, so can I change to another room? 我訂咗房. I have a reservation for a room. 我訂咗房. I have a reservation. So this is a sentence you use at the hotel or hostel. 房 is room, so 訂房 is to make a reservation for a room. 訂咗房 is the past tense, so 我訂咗房 is like I have made a reservation for a room. Before you go to the hotel, you book a room, and then when you arrive, you just tell them 我訂咗房, and then they will ask you for your last name, and they will find your booking. 唔該，可唔可以要個 menu? Could we have the menu, please? 唔該，可唔可以要個 menu? Could we have the menu, please? 唔該 is please or excuse me. 可唔可以 may we or can we or can I, may I? So menu is the same as in English. We just say menu in Hong Kong. That's the most common. So 唔該，可唔可以要個 menu? This is the question you use in a restaurant. 你有冇咩推介? Do you have any recommendations? 你有冇咩推介? Do you have any recommendation? So when I travel to a new city, trying new restaurant, I will always ask, what's your recommendation? 你有冇咩推介? 唔該，埋單. Check please. 唔該，埋單. Check please. 唔該 is please or excuse me. So in this case is please. I want to check please. So check please. 唔該，埋單. 埋單 is to wrap up the bill, to settle the bill. So 埋單, check please. That's the sentence you will hear a lot or you will use at the restaurant. 我對花生敏感. I'm allergic to peanuts. 我對花生敏感. I'm allergic to peanuts. 唔該，要啲水. Water please. 唔該，要啲水. Water please. 唔該 again is like please or excuse me. 要啲水 is like I want some water. So water please. 呢個幾錢? How much is this? 呢個幾錢? How much is this? 呢個 is this. 幾錢 is how much. So how much is this? 呢個幾錢? This is a question you would use at shop or store. Whenever you go shopping, you can ask 呢個幾錢? In Hong Kong, most of the shop already have the price tag listed, so you might not have to ask that question that much. 我要10個呢個. I like 10 of these. 我要10個呢個. I want 10 of this. 我要10個呢個. 我要 is like I want. 10個 is 10. 呢個 is this. So I want 10 of these. 我買呢個. I like these. 我買呢個. I like this. I'll buy this literally. So 我買 is I buy. 呢個 is this. So I buy this. So I like this. That's what you say to the clerk when you are at a shop and you already chose something and you can tell him or her like I want this one. 我要呢個. 可唔可以俾個折頭我啊?
Could you give me a discount? 可唔可以俾個折頭我啊？ Could you give me a discount? So this is how you ask for a discount. For example, if you're buying 10-coin purse at the same time, you can ask for a discount. 我要10個呢個，可唔可以俾個折頭我啊？收唔收信用卡？ Do you take credit card? 收唔收信用卡？ Do you take credit card? 信用卡 is credit card, so 收 is to receive, to accept. So 收唔收 is do you accept? And then 信用卡 credit card. Do you accept credit card? Do you take credit card? It's quite common for shops in Hong Kong to take credit card unless it's like very small scale family run shop. But yeah, most shops take credit card. 車站喺邊? Where is the train station? 車站喺邊? Where is the train station? 車站 in this case can apply to subway station or bus station. If you want to specify, say subway station, you can ask 地鐵車站喺邊? 地鐵 is subway in Hong Kong. So 地鐵車站喺邊? Where's the subway station? Or where's the bus station would be 巴士站喺邊? So 巴士站 is bus stop. So 站 is station or stop. So 車站喺邊 is mostly understood as where's the train station? 請問幾錢? Excuse me, what's the fare? 請問幾錢? Excuse me, what's the fare? 請問 is like may I ask, or excuse me. 幾錢 is like how much. So in this case, 請問幾錢 or just 幾錢, we use it at a train station or a bus or minivan or taxi. It's like asking about the fare, the fee you have to pay to take this transportation. So 請問幾錢? How much is it like for the fare? 唔該，你可唔可以幫我影張相? Could you take a picture of me, please? 唔該，你可唔可以幫我影張相? Could you take a picture of me, please? 唔該 is like please, excuse me. 可唔可以 is like could you, like can you please? Can you? 幫我 is for me. 影張相 is to take a picture. So 唔該，你可唔可以幫我影張相? Could you take a photo for me, please? Could you take a picture for me, please? So that's it for today. Today we talked about 20 travel phrases. You can totally use it in Hong Kong or Macau or any other Cantonese speaking regions. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and check out the word list on CantoneseClass101.com. You can make your own flashcards and study on the plane on the way there. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! Today we're going to learn how to use good manners as we thank others. 準備好未? Are you ready? 咁就開始啦. Let's start. There are basically two different ways to thank someone. When thanking someone for a service or assistance, we say 唔該. 唔該. 唔該 means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add 晒. 唔該晒. 唔該晒. 晒 means entirely. So 唔該晒 is like saying thank you very much. Another way to thank someone in Cantonese is 多謝. It is used when receiving a gift or money. 多謝. And again, to say thank you very much, just add 晒. 多謝晒. 多謝晒. Let's break this phrase down. 多 is many, and 謝 is thanks. 晒 means entirely. Thank you very much. 多謝晒. How do you answer when you are thanked? It's easy. Just say 唔使客氣. 唔使客氣. 唔使客氣 literally means no need to be polite, but it is the equivalent of you are welcome. So when someone says 唔該 or 多謝 to you, you can simply reply with 唔使客氣. Now it's time for Olivia's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use 唔該 or 多謝, remember that 多謝 expresses a deeper appreciation of personal kindness and is used in most formal situations.
你好，
你好，
我叫偉仔，你呢？
我叫嘉玲。
你去咗邊啊？
幾時？
頭先
冇去邊啊？
In this lesson, we'll learn some of the most common greetings used in Hong Kong. 準備好未? Are you ready? 咁就開始啦. Let's start. The most common informal greeting is hello. Hello. Just as you can guess, hello is just hello with the Cantonese pronunciation. We use it when meeting someone just like in English. But be careful, this is very casual, so don't use it for business meetings. And now let's discuss a more formal way to greet people. The one you're probably used to hearing is 你好, 你好. Literally, 你好 means you are well. However, we may also interpret it as hello. We use 你好 when meeting someone for the first time or for higher-ranking people, such as the elderly. When it's time to leave, we say bye-bye for informal situations. And you are right, it's just like the English bye-bye with a Cantonese pronunciation. Bye-bye. And in formal situations, use 再見. 再見. 再見 means goodbye. Finally, in Cantonese, we have an expression meaning see you soon that can be considered both formal and informal. 下次見. 下次見. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Cantonese. Let's go over them again. When meeting your friends or family, say hello. When leaving in an informal situation, say bye-bye. When meeting older people or someone you don't know, 你好. When leaving in a formal situation, 再見. And to say see you soon in a way that's formal and informal, say 下次見. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Olivia's insights. In formal situations, Cantonese speakers commonly greet each other by shaking hands. But if we meet someone we're very close with, we pat each other on the arm or on the back. Hi guys! Welcome to CantoneseClass101.com's Cantonese Top Words. I'm Olivia, and today we're going to talk about top 10 ways to prepare your travel. In fact, I'm traveling right now. But let's start with the work list. 揀去邊度 to choose your destination. Before you start your trip, of course, you have to start with some preparation work. First, we have 揀去邊度 to choose the destination. 揀 means to choose. 邊度 is where. 去 is to go. So, to choose, to go where. So, to choose your destination. 今次旅行，我同屋企人揀咗去日本. For this travel, my family and I chose to travel to Japan. So here we are, this is Japan. Ta-da! But let's continue with the word list. So one more example for 揀去邊度，就嚟放復活節假，揀去邊度旅行好呢？ The Easter holiday is coming. Where should I choose for traveling? 揀去邊度旅行好呢？ Choose where to travel. 儲錢 to save money. So after you have decided on your destination and you've read about it, did some research, then you have to 儲錢, save money. You have to save money for you to spend for the trip, right? 儲 is together, to save up, and 錢 is money, to save money. 我咁努力儲錢都係為咗要去冰島旅行. I've been trying so hard to save money because I want to travel to Iceland. I've been trying so hard to save money because I want to travel to Iceland. That's true. I'm actually planning for Iceland trip. If you have any advice or recommendation, please let us know in the comment section. 冰島 is Iceland. 儲錢 to save money. I heard that Iceland is one of the most expensive country to travel to. So I would really need to 儲錢 in order to go to that trip. Next, 訂機票 to book a flight. So after you saved up money, you can 訂機票 to book a flight. 訂機票, 訂 is to book, to reserve. 機票 is flight tickets or flying tickets, plane seat ticket. So 訂機票 In a sentence, 快啲訂機票，唔係就冇位㗎啦。You should book your flight as soon as possible, otherwise there will be no seats. You should book your flight as soon as possible, otherwise there will be no more seats. It's been, ticket prices have been kind of cheap lately. That caused a lot of people to travel, and the seat got taken up very soon, especially good seats. I like window seats. How about you? What kind of seats do you like? Let us know in the comment section. Next, 計算開支, to calculate expenses. So after you bought your plane ticket, you have to calculate how much you can spend on hotel, accommodation, food, and whatnot. So the next word is 計算開支, to calculate expenses. To calculate expenses, 計算 is to calculate, expense is 開支. In a sentence, 去旅行前最好先計算開支. It's better to calculate the expense before traveling. So in that case, you won't be stranded somewhere and got no money to travel to the airport and return home. So before you go to a trip, 去旅行前, please calculate your expense in advance, just in case. Or you can actually do some street performance to gain some changes. Maybe some people do that, I heard. So next, 請假, to request vacation time. 請假 in an office, when you want to take some day off, you have to tell the HR department or your superior that, oh, can I take these days off? 我仲考慮緊好唔好請假去旅行. 我仲考慮緊好唔好請假去旅行. I'm still thinking if I should request for vacation time for traveling. So some people might want to save up the annual leave for something more important, but usually for people who doesn't have family, they would spend their annual leave, annual holiday on traveling, I guess, or getting married or moving and whatnot. I heard that in some European countries, it's compulsory to let your employee take a month off or 2 weeks off during the summer or just to travel. It's a good balance of life then. That's a very difficult concept in Asia.訂酒店, to book accommodations. So after you calculate expense, you bought your plane ticket, you got your vacation, the next step is to 訂酒店, to book accommodations. 訂 is to book or reserve, 酒店 is hotel. So it's actually to book a hotel. Or you can say 訂 Airbnb, to book a room on Airbnb, or 訂民宿, to book for a pension. But the most common way to say it is 訂酒店, to book for a hotel. 上網訂酒店真係好方便. Booking accommodation online is very convenient. Nowadays, we just use all those price comparison website or search engine to find the best price. Back in maybe 20 years ago, we still need to use a travel agency. But now, going online, doing it ourselves is the best. 上網, to go online. 訂酒店, to book a hotel. 真係 really 好方便, very convenient. 方便 is convenient. So 上網訂酒店真係好方便. Booking accommodation online is very convenient. Next, 更新護照, to renew your passport. 更新護照, to renew your passport. Remember to check your passport before you travel, at least a month before your departure date, because that has happened to so many friends of mine and even myself that we're traveling, getting everything ready, and right before we go to the airport, we realize our passport is expired. That's nightmare. And I don't think the travel insurance cover for that neither. So be careful. 更新護照, 更新 is renew, 護照 is passport. 你要預留足夠嘅時間去更新護照. You have to reserve enough time to renew your passport. Those things take time, really, especially if you are living in a country that is not from your passport country, so the origin country. So yeah, 預留足夠嘅時間, to reserve enough time for renewing a passport. Next, 執行李 to pack. So you have pretty much everything ready. Now you have to 執行李 to pack your suitcase, to pack. 執 is to tidy up, together, to pack things. 行李 is suitcase or luggage. So to pack your luggage for the trip. 執行李。執行李真係好花時間。Packing is really time consuming. 執行李花時間 is like to spend a lot of time on something, so time consuming. I know that some people, they just open the suitcase, throw everything in, close it, and go to the airport like 2 hours before the traveling date. But for me, I don't know why it always takes so long, because I'm worried that I would forget something. So I usually start packing maybe a week or even longer before the trip, because you don't want to bring any extra thing, like unnecessary thing, and then you end up carrying it around and it's heavy. So I try to minimize my belongings and use things that are versatile, clothing that are matching with each other, things like that. There are so many tips online for you, like how to pack your luggage in a more efficient way. So yeah, I highly recommend watching one of those if you're confused on how to pack and not overpack or underpack. Next, 買旅遊保險 to buy travel insurance. 買旅遊保險 to buy travel insurance. It is pretty critical to buy travel insurance. My family and I have used it in several occasions, just for the safe sake, just for a peace of mind, right? 旅遊保險, 旅遊 is travel, 保險 is insurance. So you can use like 人壽保險, life insurance, or home insurance, 家居保險. So 買旅遊保險 to buy travel insurance. You can usually do that online, or even some airport has kiosks where you can just buy it at the airport. So it's a very convenient way to give you a peace of mind for your trip. In a sentence, 出發前記得買旅遊保險以防萬一. Remember to buy travel insurance before you travel, just in case an accident happens. Accidents in Cantonese is actually called 意外. Yi is mind, oi is out. So it's something out of your mind, something that comes up without planning. So accidents, 意外, something that is outside of your mind. Yes, so that's why it's important to buy insurance. Next, 攞簽證 to get a visa. Some countries require a visa for entry. So 攞 is to obtain, to get. 簽證 is visa for entering a country. In a sentence, 好多中東地區都需要遊客攞簽證先可以入境. Tourists are required to get a visa to enter the country in many Middle East areas. And for me, I know that I need to get visa for Vietnam, Russia, and Kenya, countries like that. But I don't think I've obtained the visa for Middle East countries. But different passports have different powers. So let us know if you have ever obtained the visa for any Middle East countries. Today we talk about top 10 ways to prepare your travel. I hope this list helped you learn Cantonese as well as preparing your traveling. Summer is coming up soon, so maybe you'll be traveling somewhere. Let us know where you're traveling, and maybe other learners can give you some advice and recommendation on what to do there. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please subscribe to our channel. And there's a word list and explanation of different terms and vocabularies on our website, CantoneseClass101.com. Please check it out. It will be very helpful in learning words for your travel. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.
我哋使唔使上堂啊？
幾時？
聽日。
禮拜六？唔使。
Hi guys, welcome to Cantonese Top Words by CantoneseClass101.com. My name is Olivia. Today we're going to talk about top 10 phrases tourists should never use. Never use these. 好核突啊 That's disgusting. 好核突啊 That's disgusting. Even if it's disgusting, you should not say it, I guess. 核突 means ugly or disgusting. So 好核突啊 means that's disgusting. 我國家好啲 My country is better. 我國家好啲 My country is better. Why do you travel if you think your country is always better? Of course, every country has the good and bad, but you should be open-minded and absorb all the new experience, even if it's better or worse. 我寧願返屋企 I'd rather be back home. 我寧願返屋企 I'd rather be back home. Then don't go traveling. You should enjoy traveling instead of complaining all the time. 收聲 Shut up. 收聲 收聲 Shut up. Even if you're not traveling, that's not a very nice phrase to say. To tell people to shut up, that's not very good. Next. 我對你哋嘅文化冇乜興趣 I'm not very interested in your culture. 我對你哋嘅文化冇興趣 I'm not very interested in your culture. Never say things like that. That's just mean. And you should always respect other people and their culture. 去麥當勞食算啦 Let's just eat at McDonald's. 去麥當勞食算啦 Let's just eat at McDonald's. Then why do you travel? Again, I hate globalization because you can find McDonald's or KFC or Starbucks everywhere. And for some people, even when they're traveling, they stick to what they are comfortable with. But they should actually try new food at a new place. New cuisine in a new country. 好悶啊 boring. 好悶啊 boring. 悶 is boring. So 好悶啊 is to complain that something is very boring. Usually only young people or teenagers say that. I stopped saying boring for a long time. 呢個好難食 This tastes awful. 呢個好難食 This tastes awful. So 難 is difficult, 食 is to eat. 難食 is awful, the food is bad. You can say it in your heart, just don't say it out loud. It's just not okay unless you have to complain to the restaurant that they have some problem with the food. 咁蠢㗎 This is stupid. 咁蠢㗎 This is so stupid. 蠢 is stupid. 你哋咁野蠻㗎 You people are uncivilized. 你哋咁野蠻㗎 You people are uncivilized. You may say that in your mind, but I guess you should not say that out loud. 野蠻 means rude or uncivilized. So you guys are so uncivilized. 你哋咁野蠻㗎 So that's it for today. Today we talk about top 10 phrases tourists should never use. So don't use these phrases and try to enjoy your travel, your new environment. If you like this video, please subscribe and check out the word list on CantoneseClass101.com. So I'll see you next time. My name is Olivia. Bye.
我今朝遲到，
遲到幾耐？
少少啫，10點。
一個鐘頭？
Hi guys, welcome to Cantonese Top Words. My name is Olivia. Today we're going to talk about top 10 most common tourist vocabularies. Are you traveling to Hong Kong soon? Let's see the terms that you can use. Here we go. 飛 ticket, 飛 ticket. 請問喺邊度買飛? May I ask where can I buy tickets? The ticket window is over there. 遊客 tourist, 遊客 tourist. 遊客買嘢有9折. Tourists can enjoy a 10% off discount. This doesn't apply everywhere in Hong Kong, but in some shops or department store, they do offer discounts for tourists. So bring your passport with you. 指南 guidebook, 指南 guidebook. 我想買本日本嘅旅遊指南. I would like to buy a guidebook about visiting Japan. Those are really handy, though it's usually about where to eat and where to go shopping. I don't shop much, so those are not that useful for me. 旅遊巴 tour bus. 旅遊巴 tour bus， 遊客可以搭旅遊巴去迪士尼樂園。Tourists can take the tour bus to go to Disneyland。廟 temple， 廟 temple， 呢間廟香火鼎盛。This temple has a large number of visitors。清真寺 mosque， 清真寺 mosque， 九龍公園嘅清真寺歷史悠久。The mosque near the Kowloon Park has a long history. It's a very famous mosque in Hong Kong. It's in the center of a tourist attraction, so you're likely to pass by it all the time. 教堂 church， 教堂 church， 澳門有好多教堂都被列入世界遺產名錄。Lots of churches in Macau were listed as World Heritage Sites. They're really nice. They are Portuguese style as well. 瀑布 waterfall， 瀑布 waterfall。香港有好多好靚嘅瀑布，例如新娘潭瀑布。There are lots of beautiful waterfalls in Hong Kong. For example, the Bryce Pool Waterfall. I have been there when I was a kid. It was very nice. It's very different than other parts of Hong Kong. 旅遊 tour， 旅遊 tour， 香港旅遊發展局向遊客推廣登山旅遊。Hong Kong Tourism Board promotes the hiking tour to tourists. I love hiking tours. Dragonback is one of the famous hiking trail in Hong Kong. Try it if you have a chance. 導遊 guide， 導遊 guide， 我唔想俾 tips 個導遊，因為佢服務好差。I don't want to give any tips to the tour guide because his service is so bad. But I guess it's compulsory to give tips to the tour guide. I don't know. Yes, so that's it for today. Today we talked about top 10 most common tourist vocabularies. I hope it's useful for your next travel. And I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe and check out the word list on CantoneseClass101.com. My name is Olivia. See you next time.
你做咩㗎？
我係老師。
哦，
你做咩㗎？
我係學生。
Hi guys, welcome. 你好. My name is Olivia and welcome to Cantonese Top Words. Today we're going to talk about 10 ways to say hello. Hello, hello. So of course you can say in English like hello or with a Cantonese accent, hello. So let's start with the word list. Hello, hello. The first word is hello. So it's hello but with a Cantonese accent. It came from the English hello, of course. 早晨, good morning. And the next is 早晨, good morning. 早晨, good morning. So in the morning, like before noon, whenever you see people, you can say 早晨. 早晨. 先生早晨. 警察叔叔早晨。你好 Hi, good day. 你好 that's like hi and good day. So 你好 literally means you well. So 你好 it's a bit formal or well, not exactly formal, but it's more for polite way to say it. So I would say 你好 to say the security guard of the building. 你好，早晨。Hi, good morning. 大家好 Hello, everybody. 大家好 Hello, everybody. 大家好 So if I'm talking to a group of people, say I'm talking to you guys, you listeners and watchers, I would say 大家好，大家好啊。大家 means like everyone. 好 is well. So if it's one person, it's 你好. If it's group of people, say 大家好。大家好，好耐冇見 ，long time no see。好耐冇見 ，long time no see。好耐 long time 冇見 no see literally. So if I run into someone that I haven't seen in a long time, I was like 喂，好耐冇見。Hey, long time no see. How have you been? 最近點啊 ？How have you been? 最近點啊 ？How have you been? 最近點啊 ？How have you been? You say this with people you haven't met for quite some time. So 最近 is recently, and 點啊 is like how is it? How's it going? So how are you recently? How are you lately? Or you can combine all of them like Hello, 好耐冇見，最近點啊 點啊 How's it going? 點啊 How's it going? This is very casual. I would use it with my friends. So 點啊 watch your tone, because if you say it angrily, it's like 點啊 it's like what do you want? Or if you say it without patience, it's like 點啊 it's like what do you want now? It's like what now? So say it with a nice voice. 點啊 it's like, oh, how are you? How are you feeling? How have you been? 食咗飯未啊 Have you eaten yet? 食咗飯未啊 Have you eaten yet? So Asian people love to eat, and we greet other by asking if they have eaten yet. So 食咗飯未啊 Have you eaten yet? Maybe I would use it around lunchtime, like 1 or 2, to see if they have had lunch yet. But yeah, it's a very casual way to ask how someone is. 你幾時返嚟㗎 When did you get back in town? 你幾時返嚟㗎 When did you get back in town? So if you run into someone that you thought is not in town, you can say,喂，你幾時返嚟㗎好耐冇見，你幾時返嚟㗎 Long time no see, when did you come back? 你父母身體好嗎 How are your parents? 你父母身體好嗎 How are your parents? 你父母 your parents 身體好嗎身體 is body or health 好嗎 is well, so literally it means are your parents healthy? Are your parents well? So how are your parents? Hello 好耐冇見你父母身體好嗎 Hello, long time no see. How are your parents? Like, if it's a nice way to greet people and ask about the parents. So that's it for today. Today we talked about 10 ways to say hello. Hi, hi, hi. And I'm gonna say goodbye now for now. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to our channel. And check out CantoneseClass101.com for more Cantonese videos and Cantonese fun stuff. See you next time. My name is Olivia. Bye!
一個男人喺度訂緊酒店，佢會住喺邊個房呢？呢度係海濱酒店，請問有咩可以幫到你？
你好，我想9月22號留一晚。
好啊，9月22號住一晚，請問幾多個人
2個。
先生，你想要吸煙定係非吸煙房？
非吸煙。
嗰晚剩返一間非吸煙房，係山景嘅，有冇問題？
但係我想要海景房喎。
唔好意思，嗰晚嘅海景房係吸煙嘅。
咁啊，咁9月23號有冇一間非吸煙嘅海景房啊？
有啊。
咁我哋9月23號嚟住啦。
佢會住喺邊個房呢？一個男人喺度訂緊酒店，佢會住喺邊個房呢？呢度係海濱酒店，請問有咩可以幫到你？
你好，我想9月22號留一晚。
好啊，9月22號住一晚，請問幾多個人
2個。
先生，你想要吸煙定係非吸煙房？
非吸煙。
嗰晚剩返一間非吸煙房，係山景嘅，有冇問題？
但係我想要海景房喎。
唔好意思，嗰晚嘅海景房係吸煙嘅。
咁啊，咁9月23號有冇一間非吸煙嘅海景房啊？
有啊。
咁我哋9月23號嚟住啦。
一個女人喺度同佢嘅髮型師傾偈，佢會點樣改變佢嘅髮型呢？
你好，有咩可以幫到你？
你好，我係李琪，約咗3點。
係嘅，李琪小姐，請跟我過嚟。你今日想點整？
我想改變下我嘅髮型。
好啊，你想要幾長？
到膊頭。
好，啲音呢？
留音。
中間定側邊分界？
側邊。
邊一邊？
中間偏左。
明白，咁我哋洗頭先啦，跟我嚟。
佢會點樣改變佢嘅髮型呢？ 一個女人喺度同佢嘅髮型師傾偈，佢會點樣改變佢嘅髮型呢？
你好，有咩可以幫到你？
你好，我係李琪，約咗3點。
係嘅，李琪小姐，請跟我過嚟。你今日想點整？
我想改變下我嘅髮型，
好啊，你想要幾長？
到膊頭，
好，啲音呢？
留音，
中間定側邊分解？
側邊，
邊一邊？
中間偏左。
明白。咁我哋洗頭先啦，跟我嚟。
一個男學生同一個女學生喺度睇緊招聘廣告。個女學生會去申請邊一份工呢？喂，你覺得呢份工點啊？時薪好高喎。
係喎，好高人工喎，但係你去派報紙得唔得啊？
梗得啦，我踩單車好叻㗎，不過我擔心要好早起身。
呢個呢，人工唔係好高，但係可以一個禮拜返2、3日，而且係喺夜晚。
呢個啊，超市收銀員啊，放學之後先返工都唔錯嘅。
呢個喺咖啡室做嘅都唔錯喎。
係喎，我好鍾意嗰度㗎，而且返學都經過。
咁咪幾好？
我申請邊一個好呢？
邊2個選擇啊？咖啡室同派報紙？
係啊，派報紙真係好高人工。好啦，我決定咗啦，早啲起身就早啲起身啦。個女學生會去申請邊一份工呢？一個男學生同一個女學生喺度睇緊招聘廣告。個女學生會去申請邊一份工呢？喂，你覺得呢份工點啊？時薪好高喎。
係喎，好高人工喎，但係你去派報紙得唔得啊？
梗得啦，我踩單車好叻㗎，不過我擔心要好早起身。
呢個呢，人工唔係好高，但係可以一個禮拜返2、3日，而且係喺夜晚。
呢個啊，超市收銀員啊，放學之後先返工都唔錯嘅。
呢個喺咖啡室做嘅都唔錯喎。
係喎，我好鍾意嗰度㗎，而且返學都經過。
咁咪幾好？
我申請邊一個好呢？
邊2個選擇啊？咖啡室同派報紙？
係啊，派報紙真係好高人工。好啦，我決定咗啦，早啲起身就早啲起身啦。一個女人試咗一條裙，而家同個售貨員傾緊偈。佢準備買邊一條裙呢？
條裙好襯你喎，而且好啱身。
係啊，都幾啱身，但係我通常都着正式衫，睇唔慣自己着到咁花。
我覺得你着得非常好睇。
係咩？但係要着到咁出街，要好大勇氣。
咁不如試下呢條啊，啲圖案保守啲，冇咁花。
係喎，等我試下先。
好啊，小姐，你覺得呢條點啊？
呢條襯我多啲，呢款仲有冇長袖㗎？
有啊。
唔該，咁我就買嗰條啦。佢準備買邊一條裙呢？一個女人試咗一條裙，而家同個售貨員傾緊偈。佢準備買邊一條裙呢？
條裙好襯你喎，而且好啱身。
係啊，都幾啱身，但係我通常都着正式衫，睇唔慣自己着到咁花。
我覺得你着得非常好睇。
係咩？但係要着到咁出街，要好大勇氣。
咁不如試下呢條啊，啲圖案保守啲，冇咁花。
係喎，等我試下先。
好啊，小姐，你覺得呢條點啊？
呢條襯我多啲，呢款仲有冇長袖㗎？
有啊。
唔該，咁我就買嗰條啦。Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. Welcome to Cantonese Top Words. Today we're going to talk about 10 phrases you never want to hear.
Let's start. 你最近肥咗啊？Have you gained weight lately? Have you gained weight recently? 你最近肥咗啊？最近 is recently and 肥 is fat. 對唔住，我唔記得咗。Sorry, I forgot about it. That's never a good thing to have someone forget what they promised to do. 多謝你嘅履歷，但係我哋已經請咗人。Thank you for your resume. However, the position has been filled. That really sucks when you go to a job interview and then found out the position has been filled, right? 我哋有啲嘢要傾下。We need to talk. That's never a good start when someone say that to you. 我今日冇錢還俾你。I don't have your money today. I don't usually like to lend people money because that's what I hate, to ask them back for their money. I don't want to borrow anyone's money. 我今日冇錢還俾你。I don't have the money for you today. 我哋應該試下同其他人拍拖。We should see other people. That's terrible. We never really say that. 拍拖 is to date or like to see other people or to see someone, to date someone. 唔關你事，係我嘅問題。It's not you, it's me. 問題 is problem. So it's literally it's not yours, but it's my problem. The problem is on me. 唔關你事 is like it's not your fault or it's not related to you, it's not your business. 我都話咗㗎啦 I told you so. 我都話咗㗎啦 Yeah, that's one of the most annoying things to hear someone say. 你有條白頭髮 You have a grey hair. I hate to find grey hair. 你唔使再返工啦 You're fired. 你唔使再返工啦 Literally, you don't have to come to work anymore, but in English, you just say you're fired. I hope you won't get fired. Work hard, be a good employee. And that's it for today. Today we talked about 10 phrases you never want to hear. I hope you've never heard any of those. And I'll see you next time in other Cantonese videos. I'm Olivia, please subscribe. Tell us what kind of sentences you don't want to hear. See you next time.
一對男女學生睇住上堂時間表喺度傾緊偈。唔該揀出男學生開會嗰日嘅時間表。
我哋要開會傾下個分組報告。
係喎，你幾時得閒啊？
我星期1、3、4會返學校。
咁一係星期3或者星期4啦，因為我星期2、3、4先喺度。星期4下晝你得唔得？
星期4我上堂上到第3節，第3節嘅經濟堂之後得閒，不過5點鐘要做兼職，所以得1個鐘傾嘢。
好似太短時間喎，星期3點啊？
除咗第2節嘅現代歷史同第4節嘅國際法律之外，我都得閒。
哦，我第3節有亞洲歷史，然後夜晚兼職，咁不如一朝早開會，開到第2節堂。
咁早我起唔到身，不如都係星期4啦，我會改第2日先返兼職。
好，咁你落堂之後過嚟飯堂啦。唔該揀出男學生開會嗰日嘅時間表。一對男女學生睇住上堂時間表喺度傾緊偈。唔該揀出男學生開會嗰日嘅時間表。
我哋要開會傾下個分組報告。
係喎，你幾時得閒啊？
我星期1、3、4會返學校。
咁一係星期3或者星期4啦，因為我星期2、3、4先喺度。星期4下晝你得唔得？
星期4我上堂上到第3節，第3節嘅經濟堂之後得閒，不過5點鐘要做兼職，所以得1個鐘傾嘢。
好似太短時間喎，星期3點啊？
除咗第2節嘅現代歷史同第4節嘅國際法律之外，我都得閒。
哦，我第3節有亞洲歷史，然後夜晚兼職，咁不如一朝早開會，開到第2節堂。
咁早我起唔到身，不如都係星期4啦，我會改第2日先返兼職。
好， 咁你落堂之後過嚟飯堂啦。一對男女對住張相傾緊偈，邊個係個女人嘅細佬？
聽講你有個孖生細佬喎，我都唔知嘅。
係啊，不過人哋話我哋唔似樣。睇下，你知唔知呢張相入面邊個係佢？
冇一個似你喎，係咪戴帽呢個？
唔係，唔係佢。佢同我一樣有黑頭髮嘅。
咁係咪高呢個？
唔係，佢冇咁高。
仲未揾到佢喎，你哋真係好唔似樣。
我都知，可能因為佢戴咗眼鏡，所以難啲。
眼鏡？咁係咪左邊第二個？
啱啦，我同佢似唔似樣？
唔係好似。
邊個係個女人嘅細佬？一對男女對住張相傾緊偈，邊個係個女人嘅細佬？
聽講你有個孖生細佬喎，我都唔知嘅。
係啊，不過人哋話我哋唔似樣。睇下，你知唔知呢張相入面邊個係佢？
冇一個似你喎，係咪戴帽呢個？
唔係，唔係佢。佢同我一樣有黑頭髮嘅。
咁係咪高呢個？
唔係，佢冇咁高。
仲未揾到佢喎，你哋真係好唔似樣。
我都知，可能因為佢戴咗眼鏡，所以難啲。
眼鏡？咁係咪左邊第二個？
啱啦，我同佢似唔似樣？
唔係好似。
一對男女睇住一個關於細路仔最中意嘅科目嘅投票結果傾緊偈。邊一個圖表代表15歲細路嘅呢？
喂，睇下呢篇文，係關於10歲同15歲細路仔最中意嘅3個科目。
睇下先。咦，10歲細路組別入面體育最受歡迎喎。
雖然聽講依家啲細路冇乜做運動，不過體育仍然好受歡迎。
係啊，而第二就係音樂。
15歲細路個組別入面就係歷史最受歡迎，到咗15歲就會中意啲同10歲嗰陣唔同嘅科目。
係啦。咦，政治排第二喎，資訊科技排第3。喺我哋嗰代根本冇呢一科。
咁10歲組別第3中意嘅係邊科啊？
睇下先，係美術喎。唔知佢哋而家係咪用電腦軟件設計嘢嘅呢？邊一個圖表代表15歲細路嘅呢？一對男女睇住一個關於細路仔最中意嘅科目嘅投票結果傾緊偈。邊一個圖表代表15歲細路嘅呢？
喂，睇下呢篇文，係關於10歲同15歲細路仔最中意嘅3個科目。
睇下先。咦，10歲細路組別入面體育最受歡迎喎。
雖然聽講依家啲細路冇乜做運動，不過體育仍然好受歡迎。
係啊，而第二就係音樂。
15歲細路個組別入面就係歷史最受歡迎，到咗15歲就會中意啲同10歲嗰陣唔同嘅科目。
係啦。咦，政治排第二喎，資訊科技排第3。喺我哋嗰代根本冇呢一科。
咁10歲組別第3中意嘅係邊科啊？
睇下先，係美術喎。唔知佢哋而家係咪用電腦軟件設計嘢嘅呢？電視播緊天氣預報，下個禮拜嘅天氣預報係點嘅呢？而家係下個禮拜嘅天氣預報。初頭幾日大致天晴，間中有雲，其後幾日逐漸多雲，有地區性驟雨。下禮拜嘅中段開始轉差，將會有大風。最高溫度同往年同期平均一樣，初頭幾日最高大概20度，其後下跌至大概15度，比平均嘅18度低。 最低溫度維持7至8度，比正常低少少。聽日星期日將會天晴，放假就最啱啦。下個禮拜嘅天氣預報係點嘅呢？電視播緊天氣預報。下個禮拜嘅天氣預報係點嘅呢？而家係下個禮拜嘅天氣預報。初頭幾日大致天晴，間中有雲，其後幾日逐漸多雲，有地區性驟雨。下禮拜嘅中段開始轉差，將會有大風。最高溫度同往年同期平均一樣，初頭幾日最高大概20度，其後下跌至大概15度，比平均嘅18度低。最低溫度維持7至8度，比正常低少少。聽日星期日將會天晴，放假就最啱啦。一個送貨員同接待員講緊嘢，個送貨員之後會做啲乜呢？唔該揀出錯嘅答案。
你好，有嘢送去人事部同會計部。
唔該晒，兩個部門都喺4樓。
明白，我仲要去銷售部接收啲嘢。
銷售部有第一組同第二組，係邊個啊？
睇下先，係第二組。
銷售部第二組喺2樓，門口有個對講機，去到揾你要揾嘅人啦。
我明啦，我可唔可以用嗰部 lift 上樓？
唔好意思啊，嗰部 lift 檢查緊，唔用得住。你介唔介意用嗰邊嘅樓梯？
唔介意，唔該晒。
個送貨員之後會做啲乜呢？唔該揀出錯嘅答案。一個送貨員同接待員講緊嘢，個送貨員之後會做啲乜呢？唔該揀出錯嘅答案。
你好，有嘢送去人事部同會計部。
唔該晒，兩個部門都喺4樓。
明白，我仲要去銷售部接收啲嘢。
銷售部有第一組同第二組，係邊個啊？
睇下先，係第二組。
銷售部第二組喺2樓，門口有個對講機，去到揾你要揾嘅人啦。
我明啦，我可唔可以用嗰部 lift 上樓？
唔好意思啊，嗰部 lift 檢查緊，唔用得住。你介唔介意用嗰邊嘅樓梯？
唔介意，唔該晒。
一個男人同個女人講緊佢個銀包，佢會去邊度揾佢個銀包呢？
哎呀，我唔見咗個銀包啊，梗係漏咗，唔知喺邊度啦。
吓？你記唔記得上次用係幾時啊？
唔記得啦。
咁我哋諗下，你今日去過邊啦？
首先，我同朋友去咗睇戲，之後去咗咖啡室。不過朋友請，所以冇掂過個銀包。
但係買戲飛嘅時候，你用過個銀包係咪？
係啊，然後我哋去咗做 gym，之後就發現唔見咗啦。
你喺 gym 度有冇用錢啊？
冇啊，因為會籍費用每個月喺銀行自動轉賬。啊，我記得我喺飲品機買咗啲果汁。
咁我哋去揾下啦。佢會去邊度揾佢個銀包呢？一個男人同個女人講緊佢個銀包，佢會去邊度揾佢個銀包呢？
哎呀，我唔見咗個銀包啊，梗係漏咗，唔知喺邊度啦。
吓？你記唔記得上次用係幾時啊？
唔記得啦。
咁我哋諗下，你今日去過邊啦？
首先，我同朋友去咗睇戲，之後去咗咖啡室。不過朋友請，所以冇掂過個銀包。
但係買戲飛嘅時候，你用過個銀包係咪？
係啊，然後我哋去咗做 gym，之後就發現唔見咗啦。
你喺 gym 度有冇用錢啊？
冇啊，因為會籍費用每個月喺銀行自動轉賬。啊，我記得我喺飲品機買咗啲果汁。
咁我哋去揾下啦。 一對男女喺度傾緊搬屋日期，佢哋會幾時搬屋呢？我諗我哋要決定搬屋日期同埋揾間搬屋公司。
係啊，我啱啱都睇緊一啲搬屋公司嘅網站。
我唔想俾好多錢喎。
我都係咁諗，呢間公司有啲優惠，例如1個月前訂有9折。
1個月前？咁我哋要12月15號之後搬屋先攞到折喎。
係啊，如果我哋訂閒日，仲有額外折扣添啊。
閒日？我禮拜一朝早要開會，禮拜2同3就有展覽，所以
禮拜5咪幾好咯。咁我哋可以禮拜6日執屋嘛？
係喎。咦？等等，呢度話星期1至4 85折，星期5 95折喎。
咁你想點啊？
都係盡平啦，到時我個展覽都搞掂啦。佢哋會幾時搬屋呢？一對男女喺度傾緊搬屋日期，佢哋會幾時搬屋呢？我諗我哋要決定搬屋日期同埋揾間搬屋公司。
係啊，我啱啱都睇緊一啲搬屋公司嘅網站。
我唔想俾好多錢喎。
我都係咁諗，呢間公司有啲優惠，例如1個月前訂有9折。
1個月前？咁我哋要12月15號之後搬屋先攞到折喎。
係啊，如果我哋訂閒日，仲有額外折扣添啊。
閒日？我禮拜一朝早要開會，禮拜2同3就有展覽，所以
禮拜5咪幾好咯。咁我哋可以禮拜6日執屋嘛？
係喎。咦？等等，呢度話星期1至4 85折，星期5 95折喎。
咁你想點啊？
都係盡平啦，到時我個展覽都搞掂啦。一個男人喺減價期間去買嘢，
佢會買啲乜同埋買幾多呢？
唔好意思，呢件恤衫係咪一定要買1套3件㗎？
你可以分開單獨買，但係會貴啲咯。
咁啊，我唔需要3件一樣嘅恤衫喎，咁點算好啊？
如果你買埋呢一套3條嘅呔嘅話，我哋可以俾個優惠你，以1件嘅價錢買1套3件嘅恤衫。
我明啦，即係買1套3條呔，然後再買1套3件恤衫嗰陣，就淨係俾1件恤衫嘅價錢。
冇錯。
咁好啦，我可以將另外嗰2件恤衫俾人。
係啊，真係好抵㗎。
佢會買啲乜同埋買幾多呢？
一個男人喺減價期間去買嘢，
佢會買啲乜同埋買幾多呢？
唔好意思，呢件恤衫係咪一定要買1套3件㗎？
你可以分開單獨買，但係會貴啲咯。
咁啊，我唔需要3件一樣嘅恤衫喎，咁點算好啊？
如果你買埋呢一套3條嘅呔嘅話，我哋可以俾個優惠你，以1件嘅價錢買1套3件嘅恤衫。
我明啦，即係買1套3條呔，然後再買1套3件恤衫嗰陣，就淨係俾1件恤衫嘅價錢。
冇錯。
咁好啦，我可以將另外嗰2件恤衫俾人。
係啊，真係好抵㗎。
Remember, here's what you can do to learn all of these words by heart. Drill these words with our spaced repetition flashcards, which will help cement these words into your long-term memory. Save them to the word bank, your personal vocabulary collection, where you can print out your own study sheets, or review the words with our looped vocabulary slideshow, and play it until you know all of the words. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to get these lessons and study tools.